Hey folks, walk with me. Sort of a commenty question came in. That was basically like, I don't get what the purpose or like all the hubbub around mindfulness and focusing on the present moment, what the benefit of that is. Can you explain? I don't want to immediately say, stop looking for the benefit and everything. But in a different world, I would say that. And I put out plenty of videos on that. But I do think that there's, I think people don't recognize the importance and the power of the present moment. Or if they do, they have what I think is a sort of a superficial thought around it, which is like, this is the only moment we have, so you have to have this moment. But that moment is in motion. But it's not like there's a moment that you can grab, right? The minute that you see the second hand on a clock, does anyone have clocks anymore? I don't know. Or on a watch, the minute that you see that it's on a certain second, it's on to the next second. So that's what your present moment is. It's motion. It's not standstill. But I think that that's the extent to which people consider it, is that, oh, it's all that I have, so it's the most important thing. I actually think of it quite differently than that. I think of it more in the context of any discomforts that you have, that you then have actions that you take, we'll call it, to combat that discomfort. So in other words, if you are constantly uncomfortable with your home life, and because of that, you abuse drugs, or you are a shopaholic, you're a workaholic, right? You're doing something to escape. And I feel like people get so fixated on drugs and stuff. And like, I understand it, but I also kind of don't understand it. You probably have one of these: social media addiction, or maybe even not addiction, but habit, right? That's your escape pod. And I'm not here to lambaste you about having an escape. But what I would say is, you need that escape because you have such an inability to stay in the present moment. You're feeling bored, and that's uncomfortable. You're feeling embarrassed, and that's uncomfortable. You're feeling unsuccessful, and that's uncomfortable. And instead of being able to stay present in the moment and feel that discomfort and sit with it and give it a comfortable home and invite it in, you just want to banish it because it's uncomfortable, because it feels like suffering. And so what you do is you then trade that authentic, from within, present moment. You trade that for your escape hatch, which is fill in the blank. Whatever habit you have, we'll call it that you perpetually go to escape the discomfort. And so being able to stay with it and explore the discomfort. I'm uncomfortable because I'm bored. Okay, where do I go from there? I'm uncomfortable because I'm in a social situation and I feel like I have nothing to say to anyone. Okay, staying with that as opposed to escaping it, banishing it, running away from it, just replacing it with something else to do. Staying with that is what is meant when they say that you're going through something. And the other things aren't even really going around them, right? Because these become habits or addictions or whatever because you do them so often. You do them so often because whatever that root cause is. whatever that root cause discomfort that you feel that you want to banish keeps popping up because you never address it, because you don't sit with it, because you don't go through it. We're not even saying that you should or that you have to. I'm just saying, to me, that's actually what is meaningful about the present moment. It's that you're willing to be in that present moment, whatever it is, and not hit the eject button and pop yourself out of the cockpit and pull your parachute ripcord. And it takes a lot of effort, and it takes discomfort, because that's what you're constantly trying to get around, right? And escape from. So I think it's tremendously important, and for that reason, not because it's the only moment we have, da-da-da-da-da. I think that's a weird pop psychology, modern guru kind of meaningless take on it, to be honest. All right, folks, so if you walked with me or you watched this far, I really appreciate it. And as always, I will see you in the next video.